And let's get it, man. This week already going by, bro. Wednesday already. Y'all ain't already on in Shadow X's school, man. Professor X. Y'all need to get on it, bro. I like that name that I got coined. Might start calling myself that. But let's get into it, man. Let's play some games, bro. It's like the end of the day, it's like you try to figure stuff out that a lot of people are using wrong. And you just want to kind of, you don't want to be rude about saying, hey, you know, why are you doing that? You know, there's no logic behind what you're doing. You're just doing it just because, you know, copy-paste society, mad, you know. And I don't want my followers being a part of copy-paste, you know, like I want y'all to know exactly what you're doing before you do it.
Tampa, Florida, with the echoes of cannon blast still
don't just be doing it just because
from the
he
north
said,
end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Derek Carr
Welcome
and the
to the
Las
stream.
Vegas Raiders.
Or should I say welcome to school.
Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway.
Kind of just build on what we were doing yesterday. First things first, we notice he's in a nickel defense, 2-4-5. And you don't want to come out in nickel versus, you know, situations where you got 21 personnel. You're not necessarily going to be at the advantage as far as block sheds go. So I'm going to keep him in this nickel. I feel comfortable attacking it.
That leaves him with second and a yard. Here's Carr. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked
Moreau,
up.
I've got to do something about you, bro. You can't be fumbled.
Right around the 28-yard line.
I'll just probably sub him out.
Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot.
All right, so anytime I deal with like slot formations, I will consider playing a nickel versus that. But what we're gonna do is go ahead and turn that on. I'll play like a big nickel here.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game. Trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Second down, back to Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. And they're good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think
it sucks that you can't challenge.
We see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here.
I know Moreau technically didn't fumble,
but burst through it for a solid game.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Brady to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here and moving forward.
They give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Bernard.
Yes, sir.
He'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So you line correctly, man, people second guess a lot. Usually inside the red zone, regardless of formation. Look at that close. Come out in your face, defense.
Will put this one right through.
Protect yourself against people that want to try to run inside zone.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Good defense to kind of protect ourselves a little bit versus the bullshit fumble.
They won't turn that down at
happens.
all.
So an onside kick failed.
Go ahead and protect ourselves this time. Go ahead and take Moreau out, man. I try to use Moreau, man, sparingly. But when he does stupid shit, you know, we gotta get that fixed. Again, like I said, he's in the wrong defense. Anytime you see people in the wrong defense and want to capitalize, you got Shaq Barrett matched up against the guard.
They just didn't get it done.
Trying to
Take
run
advantage
inside,
of
but
that.
nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
So he's a D-line user, so we can take advantage of that. Fix that right there. I hate Carr's cadence.
Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
User in the D-line, he's not in coverage.
The Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 23
Free area of the field we can attack.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. After 1 on EA Sports.
You want to get too cute, you know? You want to get enough in, you know?
Now it's the backup Mariota. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs there to make the grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively.
Actually touch pass, hit it through the drag route.
Picked up by Andrew Adams.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Again, forever, whatever, like you want to stay in coaching adjustments. We'll leave that alignment on. As long as I'm playing my match
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
He's running that, bro. The more he runs that, the more fatigue's going to start to set in.
Pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
I got some hitters. I got some dogs.
You take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brady now on first down. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 43 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Keep running with him, bro. Keep running with him. Fourth quarter not going to be justice for you.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Keep running with him. Keep taking the hits.
And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Keeps running with him. The ball gonna come loose. Ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Brady gives this one off to Jones. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Keep running, bro. Keep running. Come on. We love it. Doesn't affect my defense. I've got auto sub sliders. You don't.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it.
Told you, keep running with him.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Brady.
You should have got sacked. You got lucky.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Stay in the pocket now.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word,
realize real quick you couldn't roll out.
Hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. They'll try and run with
No, sir.
And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him
do
with
better than that, bro.
go, and the try for
Told you, you're not running inside zone. Inside the red zone. I'm not going to allow it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Steps away to his left.
And I had a one play.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards, but it'll be second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr.
Won't roll out into him.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get
wide open.
That'll be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have
running
the
with him.
first down at about the 38. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Brady.
Got him.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Are you kidding me?
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Carr again. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout
drop everybody
if they
back.
hurry. We'll see.
I always want to have a contingency plan.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr.
They need to fix
this is
that.
going to be intercepted.
That banner is so bullshit.
Jr. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Brady now on 1st down. A pass
Keep throwing it to him. Don't take them hits.
Get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 1st down, Brady. Over the middle, he finds.
Keep throwing it to him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he
take these hits, my friend.
Territory. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Fournette running out of the gun.
Keep running with him. Getting him hits.
70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette.
Keep hitting.
He's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes
about to
at the
set in.
Raiders' 22-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Fournette, a first down carry.
He's taking hits.
Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And the safety, Trayvon Merrick, up to make the play defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady.
Yeah, that's what happens when you take hits. You get scared. You hear your footsteps. Starting to get into the heads of your receivers now. They don't want to take them hits. Mix up what you're doing right here, down here.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Brady. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff.
Shouldn't be like this, Roy, dude. Getting the lucky inaccuracy quarterback banners.
And it gives his guys a 12-point
advantage. Scored twice in the first half. I should have like 21 points right now.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Fair catch signal
to a degree, you know, I feel like abilities kind of need to be taken out of the game. You know, if you're not going to balance them out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Be getting
and
pressure.
The interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Rick Lesson never asked the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Running is Barber. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Here's a handoff to Barber. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Barber. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. On first down, Jacobs. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 2nd and 4. Here's Barber.
That's what happens, bro. You come on that same defense, now he's just getting pancaked. He's getting wore out over there.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance
to get right back again,
into this football game. Here's Barber. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Exactly, he's tired.
Just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
All them hits starting to take effect right now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Stop here and call timeout.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Second down and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
So
and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
I don't call quick timeout on first downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Got to take a knee to fucking win. That means they're not very good. I don't take knees.
A knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't.
Yeah, he's making that. I ain't going to be able to get the ball back in time. Go ahead and concede. If it was a little bit longer, I would have chanced it. But it was just 4 seconds. If he's doing that, no point. Giving up for 3 points. Ugh. You're going to have your games where, you know, shit happens. You know? And that's one of them games. Two plays, I had touchdowns, and they got me with the inaccuracy throw banner, which is something that I feel like, you know, I get it. It happens in the game. But you shouldn't make it so consistent to where it's almost going to happen every time someone's in the quarterback's face. Like, more quarterbacks should have, like, a counter ability for that. Or, you know, some quarterbacks should have, you know, even if they don't have an ability, like, some quarterbacks should have, like, situational chances where they can avoid the under pressure. Like, if you have, like, over 85 throw under pressure, you know, you should not be affected by those, you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field.
Like, throw under pressure rating. If you're going to make that a rating, it should matter.
Coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up.
I mean, you shouldn't have an ability to just automatically debuff you.
Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Shit, what's up? I'm from Madden Land. Yeah. We play Madden every day.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. A shotgun snap, and again the Etienne. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Etienne. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Here's Lawrence to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Not much there, only a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Robinson again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And now the Jags are going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Carr to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Touchdown.
Oh, that's all day, bro.
Henry Ruggs. 34 yards.
My offense.
And the Raiders have drawn even here. And they can take the lead with the extra point to come. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that
I'm streaming on YouTube right now.
Or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Shadow
Tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Deadass, I'm Shadow X, bro. Like 727.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he is not going to find the end zone.
Yeah.
He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game.
Shadow, no, not my PSN. Shadow Space X. It's my YouTube channel. It's just like a regular name, you know, just Shadow and then just the letter X.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away.
Yeah. 726,
that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. I've been doing it for about 2 years.
That coach is insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I'll show you the link. Yeah. I'll give it to you.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running out of the gun with ETN. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Divine Diablo there to make the stop. Lawrence will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. These two teams.
When you're getting hit a lot, man, it fatigues your player a little bit. He's not going to have the same takeoff he had when the first games first started.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
See what I was here.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this.
Hey, what's good, Greg? What's good, Merrick?
For them, a touchdown their last go around.
You on Facebook, bro? I can send you the link.
For this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Carr.
Good play.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Should have touched past it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, I want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence This one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll cross
with
over
adjustments.
right at the 25. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Now Lawrence to throw. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Max Crosby. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job.
KJ Wright.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
Appreciate it,
and
Gray.
I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play
talking to my
drive where you throw an
sub
interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
It's early in the morning, probably like
maybe you go
3 or 4 people right now.
You get a little confidence in him and let him fling another one.
A reminder coming up.
35.
Jonathan Coachman
been playing Madden ever since it came out.
Halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. On play action. Now Carr.
Ah, he threw it bad.
That's into a sea of bodies.
I hate when they do that.
Picked off at the 46. Escapes the defender. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 40-yard line. And right now, 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 24, Lawrence. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Austin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On play action, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tagged out by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep.
Turn around.
And for the third time here, this is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
On 2nd and very short, Lawrence. Looking for Austin.
Casey Hayward.
Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball.
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, appreciate it, Greg. And then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good.
Yeah,
and we are tied here in the second quarter.
Got some loyal viewers.
All square now at 13-all as he sends this one away. To return, here's Agnew. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. On the return comes Drake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Oh, that's just not
big
fair.
man.
Now room to run.
Let's go.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
Play action to Drake. Now Carr. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr.
Dot.
This is caught.
Dot. I seen it. I knew it was coming. That was a dot. I seen you coming, bro.
Score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. John Gruden never wanted to play it safe. His guys will go for 2.
No, I don't. I got 50.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Following the
Surprised they
ready to kick it
let me
away,
get that throw
Carlson.
off without giving me a banner. Usually they give me a banner.
Return, here's Agnew. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A handoff for Etienne. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They go play action with Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
There we go, Perryman.
He lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Good D. Good D. He tackled both of them.
He was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there.
Dig.
He took
Good D.
to the quarterback.
Perryman out there hitting.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn
80
it
speed
over.
out there getting that
Looked
motherfucker.
like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence
Got
is
him.
powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like...
There he goes, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this.
Touchdown, Raiders! That's caught. Bryan Edwards from 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Carlson on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. To return, here's Agnew.
Ooh, gonna run into a hit stick.
Position. They'll start at the 32.
D-line tired. Got a D-line sub.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help.
We'll see if they can recoup and recover. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this protection
in that formation.
In this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's caught by Hollister. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Carr going to throw. He'll look downfield for Waller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shot at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So an aggressive first.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. From midfield now, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Etienne. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go.
And he takes
you had to earn it. Stopped you twice.
James O'Shaughnessy. Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. It's complete, and he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock defensively. And a loose ball.
Oh my God. Ingold. Damn fullback fumble, bro.
38-yard line. Well, that takeaway, partner, right there. That's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. On first down, Lawrence. They go screen pass to Hyde. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a first and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. They'll look to throw. Complete here. It's Hyde. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Man in his face.
Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it,
man in his face.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down.
It ain't over yet. I don't take knees.
And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Go hard or go home.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It got his man complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mariota here to throw. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds
the Raiders.
shy of the 40. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Strong push.
Now Mariota.
I tried to low pass it. They want to pass lead them into the safety.
Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take
Probably should have,
at the 34-yard line. A seismic shift in
Nah, low pass this so I could get a better animation, but
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play.
Yeah, that's why you caught it, I know.
Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily
but I
the
didn't
call.
want
And in
to give
this case,
a bad pass
those
lead, you
defenders
know.
found a way to give their team a chance.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the deep...
And this is caught. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes...
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up.
Nah, I like to keep games exciting, bro.
So right back
That's why I don't take knees and shit. You know, like you can't work on stuff.
Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. And a heck of a return as
you're fatigued, bro.
Across the 50,
I'm like you're fatigued. Like you've been running downfield chasing my offense the whole game.
What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Throwing his car. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown.
I told you I like.
Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now.
Strong close. I give you my ebook for 10 bucks, bro. Cash out me 10 and I'll send it to you.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
I told you I like to keep games exciting.
To return, here's Agnew.
Like make you think you have a chance and then break your heart.
This drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I didn't say you were. I would just say it just in general.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot,
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A final shot now for Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they can't bring him down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Y'all see how my zones were matching up when I was in my match coverage? It's, I just put a video up on it, so make sure y'all check it out. I'll update it more because I'm actually going to start working on my defensive ebook.
You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
And how to protect yourself against, you know, motions and stuff in certain formations.
Even though we both knew it was a long shot.
I mean, I was kind of toying with him in the 4th quarter just so that I could try to score more points. But I had 2 quarterbacks, 3 touchdowns. We wore ETN out, bro. He wanted to run in the 1st quarter. I'm actually starting to like using the dollar defense a little bit, you know, versus certain formations, like tight formations, you know, where they want to pass out of. Nah, no, not necessarily. I was in the wrong. I should have been, for what he came out in. It was I should have been in cover 6 instead of quarters. Like I switched it up at the end. I'm gonna show you. It's really just kind of being in the right thing versus what they're doing. Like first you pick, you think the logic behind what they might do with trips, you know. So I'll kind of break it down for you. How I stopped. Hopefully, if there's highlights. I don't even remember how much time was in the game when he did that. He was on this drive. See, the first play I was in quarters versus trips. Usually if they're playing crossers, you know, if everybody's crossing over, the quarters is going to just match up with everything. The curl flat should drop down. So the first thing he does, like a levels concept, right? Like, oh, he runs a vertical with 2 levels. So against the verticals, it's going to be matched up with the corner because we already got man align on. So my number 1 receiver is already locked up with his number 1 in the slot. So he's going to chase him vertically. So we're not, you know, we're not messed up in the aspect of getting beat over the top with that. The next thing is in this man align, this guy is playing an outside quarter. So he's going to match up with the tight end. And then the linebacker's playing the curl flat. So he's going to take the flat. And they're gonna play pretty tight coverage. Okay, like I said, I have over the top help. He's not gonna have the deep. He got a nice little catch. You know, like I said, every catch like that is gonna be contested. I know. I'm just showing you what happened and then what he went to. The play that he beat me with, instead of going vertically, he had like a corner out, so he went like SE corner. So he switched it up on me. He still had the two routes go under. He had the vertical, and then he had that SE route. Because yeah, I pressed the wrong guy. That was my fault. I shouldn't have pressed with the defensive assist. I could have dropped back and defended that, or that corner could have been able to drop back and defend that. Probably should have been my user, is let the under route go under, and then just user the outside corner. Would probably make more sense. Because see, I fucked that up. That was all me. Because I went and I switched and I tried to defend the vertical. So that was really me. That wasn't necessarily the defense. Because I didn't want to give them the deep, and I didn't take off the distance. See, I'm kind of just bumping into him. So that was more me than it was him actually beating me. But I think we came back and just, instead of getting myself put into those situations, I think when I came back out, I went cover 6. That way the safety was going to be responsible. Well, in this case, it was going to be the corner. The corner in a man line match defense, the corner's playing the D path. Okay, so he's still going to match up vertically. If anything crosses, that safety's going to take the cross. See how the safety bit down in the man line? See, the man line protects you against a lot of trips formations because it's going to give you better positioning. It's going to match your players up where they should be. Notice how even the dig route, he passes it off. The vertical, I can run around with Mullins over there. But see, the deep half, he defends that route that he wanted over there. And then if you look over here, you take those primary reads away, and then keep in mind, I have slides and adjustments that I do with my D-line that gets me through. Look at there. You're not going to have time for a second read, the way that I set this up. So look how you get the double team with Cleveland, and just open it up for the edge. It's not really going to have time for that second read. He was trying to look downfield. I think he was going to try to go for that same play, but it wasn't there. And that's all you need, is for that primary read to not be there. You take it away, and then by the time they cut, single contain's already in the backfield. So we kind of got the pressure. I think he got the screen off, but it's the last play of the game. That's the only thing I don't really like about the screen, is if you're going with the screens, you're gonna have to take that. You're gonna have to use that curl flat defender, and then you're just gonna have to come in right through the center where the nose tackle is. You're gonna have to come in from there, loop in there, and then just come and defend the screen from the backside. If you try to defend it in the front, you're running into two linemen. So just kind of slow that down. Yeah, I'm on PS4, DJ. It's not really necessary. Like, cover 9 is the same thing as cover 6. They're the same thing. The only thing that changes is who plays the curl and who plays the hook. It's pretty much the only difference there. There is still a cover 6 defense, regardless how you look at it. It's like the only thing that changes is your curl going to be the linebacker, the sub linebacker, or is your curl going to be the cornerback? So you can flip it either way, and you can dictate who's playing what. My logic in cover 6 is the strong side of the field, you play the cover 2. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If any route goes vertical, the deep half is going to be responsible for it. If he has any routes breaking in and down below, the cloud and the vert hooks will match up on those. If it's a post route that goes over, the quarter on the other side is going to be responsible for the post. Usually the number 3 receiver is going to be running that post, so he's going to be responsible for that. Other than that, usually if nothing's really happening deep on the other side of the field, the other quarter just kind of just plays back a little bit. But it's just really understanding the match principles and then how to enhance them with your alignments. But yeah, DJ, I'll play you, bro. Like, what's your PSN and whatnot? Yeah, I went through a lot of fatigue in that game. But see how many plays it takes people to score? Like, I've learned how to, incorporate the dollar defense versus tight formations as opposed, previous years, and I think we've all been there. You get in one defense, and it's like the only defense and you find yourself just play spam defensively. Stay in the same shit the whole game, do the same adjustments the whole game, and you don't really pay attention to what offenses are doing against you because you are assuming that you can either just turbo blitz a gap the whole game versus any formation, which reality you can't. Okay, different formations are going to have different protections from the offensive line based how you are lined up against it. So technically, one formation is not going to be end all, meta. It's not going to be like Madden 19 where you could stay in nickel 3-3-5 normal the whole game and run the one blitz where you audible to the cross blitz and then just get the instant sheds. You're not going to have that this year. So you really just got to match your personnel based off of formations. So some things that I'm starting to notice is like gun tight and stuff is I'm trying to treat dollar like a 3-3-5. So if you're going up against gun tight formations, you don't have a 3-3-5, you're okay. You got dollar. Some teams have dime 2-3-6. You have 5 guys in a box, which is fine. Like you'll be able to stop runs, but you're not necessarily going to be just blowing shit up in the backfield. I mean, you'll be able to slow the runs down while being able to defend, those complex passing concepts that usually come out of tight formations. Because you don't want to be like in a nickel normal and then be playing like a vanilla defense, like, without trying to do too much. But, shit. Well, if you have auto flip on, I turn it off sometimes because I be trying to set up, like especially when I'm trying to do my big nickel. My big nickel, for some odd reason, it does not work very good from the base side. Sometimes I don't know, like some people come out in a formation and you have auto flip on, and then you have like, let's say you pick a blitzing play. The blitz defender like never aligns properly, and then you try to flip the play and he doesn't move because he's already touched the line of scrimmage. Right? Once blitzers touch the line of scrimmage, they don't move. So you have to be very cautious when using big nickel. Like you can use it versus tight formations. You cannot use big nickel versus trips. Try to emphasize that because if you, I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. Like, that's why I put emphasis on trying to match formation for formation, personnel for personnel, so that you don't find yourself in positions where you're out of position. I'll show you why. What I'm looking for and what I like and what I don't like. If you notice, I run a lot of formations. Yeah, they'll if you pick a blitz play, they won't flip. He'll get on that line, and once he gets on the line, he sticks. It's like I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say they dumb out. It's just you can't flip the play if he gets to that line. You can come out and flip it real quick, but you have to have quick eyes for that shit. So I turn that shit off, or I won't, you know, certain formations I'm not going to pick big nickel. Like, for instance, like even if I flip it, right? Let's say they come out in trips. This is why you don't use like nickel 3-3-5, big nickel 3-3-5 odd against trips formations. And I see a lot of people doing it. What you're doing is you're going to stress, you know, if you're blitzing. What is going on? You're going to stress your blitzing defender, right? So let's just kind of give you an example here. Notice how wide your blitzer is off the rips. Now, when you show blitz, that's usually what glitches them out. Okay? Once you show blitz, sometimes, see, practice mode being real. See, y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, I don't know, practice mode being, you know why? Probably because I have Nanoline on. Let me double check. No, I don't. Usually, you go in a game and you get this guy. He'll, some odd reason, he'll line up. So I guess regular. Maybe let me go try reflex. But sometimes he'll like glitch out, trying to see what. Probably because I ran it flip. But if I run it, hold up, you know what? Let me do it this way. Because I have baseline off. Well, not. I have auto flip. Turn it on. Let's just say we got that on, and then just a random play, right? See, practice mode being real weird today. Why did they patch it? Okay, it's 2. I know if it's like trips or something, like you got 3 wide receivers who's lined out wide. Sometimes he'll like drop to the line for no odd reason. Like right there, see how he dropped to the line? See, watch, I can't flip him. See, I try to flip the play. You see, that's what I'm talking about right there. So you try to flip the play, he's not going to move. So that's 2 tight end sets that you have to be careful. You don't want to come out in 2 tight end sets because where both tight ends are lined on one side and your slot receiver's on the other side, he's not going to move. So you don't want that right there. That's the thing that I'd be talking about. Like, you gotta be careful when you want to blitz certain formations. I kind of stray away from it. But certain formations is good. Turn this shit off. I'm gonna show you some blitzes I use that are very effective. I try to use this like I used the 4-3 over from previous Maddens, except I'm just not A gap blitzing. Okay. Show you how to do this. Like, it's not wing slot. But you really just want to come off the back end of it. See, against this formation, see how wide he is, and you don't necessarily want him that wide, right? So what I'll do is I'll slide the D line, see how he comes inside now. And I like to use this defender right here. And I'll put a contain, and then I hit triangle, 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 and then re-blitz him. So I always have a single contain on the field. So if I want to shoot a gap, you know, I can. Just pass commit. Just find a gap and go through it. So it's one way to run the big nickel. Like I said, you slide the D line, he's going to come down. You put the contain on the field, tap triangle, triangle, triangle. Blitz him. Now if they start audibling and changing plays, sometimes you'll have to recheck and make sure that he's blitzing and not in containment. It's like, that's one thing that is pesky about doing the single contain trick that I use. And then you can just like pass commit for block sheds, and then just find your gap. So I think the nano detection will start picking up after a while. So slide, crash, contain, triangle, 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 blitz, then we could probably show blitz. That way we take that route away over there on this other side. See, it's like he got his protection, just a nano detection in practice mode is a bitch. So let's try flipping the play, see if crash, contain, triangle, triangle, triangle. You want to play the course. Just press them. Just play pass commit, and then just really just shoot the gap. You want to come out wide. Force him to block more people. Well, like I said, practice mode is hard to really get these to come through like they do in a game versus certain formations. So you can see it's not working against single back. So what does that tell you? Hey, don't use it against single back in a game, right? It's just one way that I kind of look at it. But you come out gun tight. Show you how big nickel works against gun tight. See, he's in better position, just like a 4-3 over would. You know, 4-3 over. That's pretty much how they're lined up. So again, you slide the D line over there, crash them, contain, triangle, triangle. It's triangle, triangle, L1. Just like that. Now, I can't see who I'm on. Usually I'll play the vertical. And I'll try not, like I could show blitz, kind of defend that side a little bit. You can just loop right through there. So that's how you do the blitz against gun tight. See how it works versus gun tight, but it wasn't working so good versus single back. Like this is a tight formation. It's basically your base defense versus offenses that are compressed, real tight together. With the single contain, triangle, triangle, L1, bring them down, show blitz. Because it's a match defense, you're not really going to have too much to worry about, like as far as coverage goes. So I know that 74 and 64, because I'm sending 3 people out wide, they're going to kick out wide. So my gap is going to be right there in the A gap. I just got to come out and loop it from a little bit wider position. So as soon as 64 kicks out, we just come around here. See, before that nano detection starts kicking in, or like you'll hit them like 1 or 2 times with it, and then nano detection. So it's going to have my center kick over there as well with this slide left. So with the contain, triangle, triangle, L1, go down, and then we're just going to send this straight from right here. Just kind of react to the nano detection. Like it's going to pick you up. It's ridiculous. I might have to probably send another blitzer just to occupy the center. So let's see, if I run it like this, maybe. Well, let's pinch the line in. Let's do it like this. Pinch line, contain, again, do it like that. Then maybe the center won't kick out wide, and I can shoot this B gap. Because that's really what I want to do. I just want to shoot the B gap. I don't want to have to come loop all the way around. 64 kicks out. Yeah, that's the way we need to run it. So just kind of pay attention. Like for certain formations, you're gonna slide the line differently. So it's like crash right, contain, triangle, triangle, L1, hold that down. The pass commit for better block sheds. The show blitz, just to bring that safety down in the box, and then you're gonna use this guy. Go ahead, pass commit. As soon as 64 kicks out, you sneak in. So So this is basically my 4-3 over defense from last year, but I'm doing it with a speed package, pretty much. We got safeties and shit. So it's going to be your compressed defense. And like I said, I'll get more into it. I am working on a defensive ebook. And I'll try to get big nickel covered first. You know, most of the nickel defenses, because you're not going to be running a lot of 4-3. You're still going to have your 4-3 alignments. You'll run 4-3, you know, when they come out under center. It's not necessarily going to be your shotgun defense. Like, you can run 4-3 over versus shotgun sometimes and get away with it. But the 4-3 formations that I have this year, man, it's not advised, especially when you have viable nickel, dime, dollar defenses that are just as effective. Trying to emphasize, man, match personnel. Don't come out and do bullshit. You know, like, don't stay in one defense the entire game as if you know what you're doing, because you know you play someone that's, you know, probably played 3 years total. You know, some 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, you know, that probably follows like one YouTuber and just copies his plays and, you know, thinks he's good because he copies such and such plays. Doesn't make you good, man.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. On the return comes Drake. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 20. Yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Carr, a handoff here to Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And he gets this one down to the 24. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now on first down, Drake again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Carr now to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Call it an 8-yard pickup, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Carr. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now a handoff for Drake. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Drake, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 1st and goal at the 1. Drake will score. Touchdown, Raiders. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return comes Drake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, 67 yards. And the Raiders have drawn even here. They can take the lead with the extra point to come. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Drake. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Carr. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 27-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's Carr to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Running, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Carr. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kenyon Drake has as the first half is winding down. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Carr now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The final shot here before half for Carr. That's complete to Marone, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Jacobs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got room. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 48 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
An unsuccessful attempt at the two-point conversion. And it was a triple option play. And they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the